Welcome to Starsector 0.6a. It's been a long time coming. This update, which has actually added quite a few things. So we will continue. I've been playing a little bit of a character just so I could show some things and get a feel for the changes myself. And biggest change, we've got a new number right there. That's not been different in a long time. But what we've got is a changed user interface. We've got a bunch of different information displayed here. We've got the main bar of things, of tabs down here. We've got that thing there that we're going to look at much later. We're going to look at this thing right now. This is displaying how much supplies we use, how much supplies, yes, we use. This shows our fuel capacity, how much fuel we're carrying. This shows how quickly we're going by using something called burn level, which is a new stat for ships that replaces travel speed. And we've got 100% logistics. We've got logistics rating here. And what 100% means is every ship now has, instead of a fleet point cost, we've got a logistics cost. They consume a certain amount of supplies a day, and we're only able to distribute a certain amount of supplies a day. So I'm at 100%, I'm at 20 out of 20, which means I can distribute 20 units of supplies a day, and the ships I maintain are consuming 20 units of supplies a day. And if we go higher than that, it lowers this, our combat readiness, because ships aren't getting the supplies they need to be alert and ready for battle. Combat readiness is sort of a new abstract stat that illustrates things such as how tired or motivated crew are, and the specific shape, maintenance-wise, of our weaponry and ships. And fleet-wide hull status, we have that displayed here, as well as fleet-wide repair status. Nothing's attempting to repair right now because everything's at 100%. This is fleet-wide combat readiness, an average of 63%. Look at our fleet. We can see individual, our capital ship, the HSS Patroclus, because I've just been sticking with default names, is at 73, and then this is at 16, bringing it down, and that gray bar is what's currently working on being filled. And with these fighters, we've got an extra stat here. Instead of hull integrity, we've got wing status. We've actually got a number that is slowly built up that is our replacement chassis for fighter wings. So instead of one wing making it back to the carrier to have the other one repaired and itself repaired, if they both get destroyed, then the carrier will just keep deploying fighters, and it'll deploy from this pool of fighters, and then the fighter wing will be entirely gone when these are all gone. So that's actually a pretty big bonus to fighters, especially considering that they don't really have they have the lowest penalty for staying out in combat. It's got that first stat under combat readiness, peak performance in seconds, and that's unlimited. With my hammerhead here, that's also listing unlimited. That's not true. Oh, it's the okay. Frigates have limited deployment time. I guess larger ships don't have that, but fighters don't have that, and they'll just keep coming back even if all of the fighters in a single wing are destroyed. So that's a very nice thing, and this UI is changed to it's more minimalistic. It's more simple, and I feel it makes it more professional because of that. Those arrows illustrating you need to place it in one side or the other. And if you like place it here, then it'll that or swap it and stuff. So next, we're going to get into a fight. Not with them. We're going to get into a fight. Obviously, they're going through that thing anyway. Let's get in a fight with someone we can actually not die horribly against. Some independents. Some independents that would try to run away. Oh. Come on. Alright, this is gonna be... We need to find someone who's not gonna run from us. That pirate carrier group is actually a pretty nice target for us, but it's flying very close to the pirate base, so it's not going to a safe place for us. Oh, we're catching up on that, though. No, that's not gonna work. Don't chase us. Come on, I just want to get into a fight. There we go. So we've got into a fight with pirate raiders, and we've got new engagement options. Engagement mechanics have received updates, so we can either directly pursue them. We can still open a comm link as usual. Greetings, Honorable Commander. So they're going to try to run from us, which is great. And that log is right there, so you don't need to look at it if you want to reread what they said. And we can either harry their retreat, which means we're going to just kind of harass them as they run away, but we're not going to force a conflict. We can pursue them, which is what I'm going to do, because that's an entirely new battle scenario that's been added, which is awesome. Or we can let them go if we were wimps and wanted to let them go. So we're going to pursue them, and of course we're going to take personal command, and we can just deploy everything. So we've got a long this time, and they're starting here, trying to run away up there, of course, and we're starting back here, although the distance actually gets closed quite rapidly because of another new mechanic. But right away I want to send my wolf to grab that nav buoy, and I want to make sure my other ships are actually focused on chasing these guys down, because they won't if I don't specifically tell them to, and I don't have enough command points because I haven't invested in that stat at all. But right now we're using travel drives or burn drives to come in, and there's that planet in the background, which is very pretty. So we do that. Coming. What are you doing? Get out of the way. Okay, my wolf pilot is being a little bit silly. So we're chasing them down, and by default they're running from us. Those missiles aren't coming from me. Those missiles are coming from my Condor with the Pylum LRM behind. We're chasing them down. We're going to get that nav buoy so that we have increased speed, and they've got a buffalo, and I think we can at least definitely grab the buffalo. Just go around the rock. Come on. Okay, I want to remove the assignment there, and Gemini, you chase that. I'm going to remove that assignment, and yeah, we're just going to worry about the buffalo, because the hounds are going to get away, and then I suppose I'll be able to harry them, harass them as they attempt to, or they continue the escape path. Yes, and they have gotten away. We are gaining on the buffalo, and it has quite a distance to go. As far as I know, the Gladius wing isn't doing any damage to it, but the Lasher's faster. I have no command points, so I can't tell anyone to go grab that nav buoy. That's not gonna really matter. We're gonna just grab them. We're gonna grab them easy. We are catching up to them. Catching up. So this is much more interesting than a retreat scenario being exactly the same and everything's just deployed at once. Well, no, that retreat scenario wasn't any different when they attacked you and were being aggressive and wouldn't let you simply flee. That wasn't any different. And I didn't even get to shoot at it. I'm gonna shoot at it anyway. There we go. So they've retreated, and I won't have an opportunity to harry these to harass them. But we can send out our salvage teams, and they recover credits, and we can pick through the salvage, and then we can take all the weaponry, sort it out, and continue on, and then it'll come right back paused. So I want to see. No, it's not going to let me just chase them right back down. These guys won't run away from us, but that's pretty much all I wanted to show with the combat mechanics. And what you noticed was much better sounding sounds. I thought they sounded really cool, and they're muffled a bit, but it makes sense. It's your anything in space, and I just feel like all the aesthetic changes have been a great improvement in quality. We're actually carrying a little bit too much fuel, which isn't going to be a problem, because the next thing I want to show you is this shiny thing. The shiny thing, a jump point. A jump point that we are going to fly into. We're going to order a jump into hyperspace, and this is when we're going to start using fuel. And this is hyperspace, and it's super cool. And we've got a different map, but we are going to go to Corvus Fringe. We're going to jump there. And we are still within the Corvus system, but we are so far away. So that's just to illustrate the distance between how much faster you could travel through hyperspace, like how everything is relatively much closer. So we're going to head back into hyperspace, and we are going to pause while it's making a map transition and screw it up. Okay. We're going to head for the Asconia system. There is a second system now. So let's head through. I am not able to use this jump point, the one around the sun, but I am able to use this jump point near the new base of the new faction, the Syndrians, which are neutral, and I am out of supplies. So let's buy some supplies so I don't die. That would be embarrassing. Let's buy quite a few supplies. There we go. Confirm, and we started using up fuel. Fuel has a use now, which is very nice. And yeah, this is all very cool, and a lot of things that were added were API features, modding API features that would allow things such as modded in new ways to interact with things. Like one thing that's pretty cool is we can now interact with planets, which of course does nothing at the moment, but that means that modders can add something very easily now, and they can add things, new events that happen within current dialogues, within the new engagement dialogues, how those mechanics work, and even boarding mini games and things such as that. And it's all very cool. And that about sums up this update. A lot of cool new things in vanilla. Most of it is stuff under the hood that's going to allow lots of really cool things to be modded in. And so yeah, Starsector 0.6a is pretty cool. It's overall also made the game feel more professional and all that. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.